Work. Work. Work.
Hello gorgeous people, yes I'm back and this video is my version of Iggy Azalea's makeup from her new music video Booty with Jennifer Lopez. Is it called Booty or Big Booty? I'm not sure. Yes, my hair is wet because I was trying to recreate the whole Iggy Azalea look because they seem to have really wet hair in the video. Now speaking of the makeup, I mean, it is glowy. Now, when I say glowy, it's with a capital G. And this might not be practical for all occasions because, I mean, especially considering the amount of shimmer dust that I've packed on my face, I think this makeup will be really nice if you're going out to a party at night, especially if you're going clubbing. I think a makeup like this will really make your skin stand out. So if you'd like to find out how to achieve my version of Iggy Azalea's makeup from her music video Booty, then please keep watching. First, I'm going to apply the matte strobe cream on the highest points of my face. For my foundation, I'm going to use the Bare Minerals Bare Skin Foundation in the shade Bare Natural 07. And as they say, please make sure to shake the foundation really well because I didn't and I ended up having a lot of watery substance on my palette. I'm going to dot the areas where I want my foundation. This foundation claims to be a really natural finish one, so I'm trying this out for the first time. I'm going to take my beauty blender and some MAC Fix Plus and I'm going to blend the foundation onto my skin. I was recently at a Sephora event. It was actually for their fall collection launch and I met the lady who actually started the beauty blender and I asked her, why do makeup artists wet their beauty blender before blending their foundation in, and she in fact gave me a very logical explanation which, funny enough, never occurred to me before. She said that a sponge is mainly meant to absorb. So just to make sure that it doesn't drink up too much of your foundation, it makes more sense to wet it before using. I'm going to blend it in using a buffer brush. Now this foundation is a dewy finish one, but it's not this shiny. That's because I went a bit overboard with the MAC Strobe Cream. I'm going to apply my concealer and as always I'm using my Estee Lauder Double Wear Camouflage Makeup in the shade 03 Creamy Vanilla. And I have some serious dark circles going on, so I'm going to hide all of that. And just a tad bit on my lids. Next, I'm going to set my concealer in with the Ben Nye Luxury Powder in Banana. I'm not going to set the rest of my face with powder yet. I'm going to keep that for last. And a little bit on the corners of my nose. And with whatever's left on the sponge, I'm just going to go over the center of my forehead and my upper lip. Next, I'm going to contour my face using the Too Faced Endless Summer 16-Hour Long Wear Bronzer and using an angled brush from Coastal Scents. I'm going to start contouring the hollows of my cheeks and go to the temples of my forehead. We're going to bronze the whole area except the center. I'm really liking this bronzer from Too Faced. Then using a round flat top brush, I'm going to take some more of that bronzer and define my nose. Next, I'm going to use my favorite NYX Liquid Illuminator in the shade Sunbeam. This is a beautiful iridescent pink cheek highlighter. I'm going to take just a little bit of that and apply it to top of my cheeks. I'm also going to apply some of that on the center of my nose. Now because their makeup is so super glowy in the video, I'm not going to use a regular powder. Instead, I'm going to use this one, which is the Radiant Glow Face Powder by Too Faced. This is actually an illuminating face powder. Jenny and Iggy, I speak of them like they're my friends or something. So these two, their makeup seems to be so glowy that I'm going to use a face illuminator all over my skin. And I'm using a powder brush from Lancome. By the way, have you watched the video? It's just insane. And I love the part where JLo's got this black blazer and a bodysuit on, like towards the end of the video, and she's dancing. Love it. Before starting my makeup, I'm going to apply an eye base, and this is from a brand called Bloom. In fact, it's the first time I'm trying out this brand, and this is their Shimmer Liquid Eyeshadow in the shade Sun. Sometimes I also use this as a cheek highlighter because of how shimmery it is. I'm gonna set that in with my finger. I'm also gonna apply the product to my tear ducts. JLo and Iggy seem to have really strong tear ducts in the video. First, I'm gonna highlight my brow bone, and I'm using the shade Nylon from MAC. I'm gonna apply the same color to my tear ducts. The eyeshadow base we applied earlier from Bloom just made the color pop so much more. Next, for my Too Faced Chocolate Bar palette, I'm gonna take the shade Salted Caramel, and using a blending brush from e.l.f., I'm gonna apply that all over my crease. Next, I'm gonna take one of my all-time favorite eyeshadow palettes, which is from Too Faced. It's called Joy to the Girls. And I'm gonna take this color, Twinkle, right here. I'm gonna apply it to the inner part of my lids. I'm gonna soften it with my finger because they don't have a very strong eyeshadow going on. Then I'm gonna take the shade Prancer and apply it to the second half of my lids. This is more of a dull gold color. Absolutely gorgeous. And I'm gonna overlap the shade Twinkle with that color Prancer slightly. Next, I'm gonna line my waterline with a flesh tone pencil from Benefit Eyebright. Then I'm gonna take the shade Semi Sweet from my Chocolate Bar palette and apply it very lightly to my lower lashes. Next, I'm going to take a different gold shade. This one is Creme Brulee from the Chocolate Bar palette. And I'm going to apply that to the inner half of my lower lids. To line my lash line, I'm going to use a brown eyeliner pencil from Sephora. And I'm going to trace out mainly just the outer half of my top lids, because they don't seem to have much eyeliner going on. Just slightly to the corners of my lower lashes. I'm going to tight line my upper lids slightly. Now, using a brush, I'm going to take a little bit of that brown eye pencil. And I'm going to create a very soft outer wing. Now, you can skip this step, but just to make sure that there's no skin showing between my lashes and my brown liner, I'm going to take my black liquid liner from Lakme and just draw a very thin line. Now I'm going to apply some mascara to my top and bottom lashes, and this one is Surrealist Ever Fresh from Helena Rubinstein. You know, when I bought this mascara the first time, I fell in love with it, but I don't know, I'm kind of over it right now. One of the things that I don't like about this one is that it can get a bit flaky after an hour or so. For my bottom lashes, I've switched to L'Oreal Telescopic Mascara because I like my lashes quite separated, and this one gives me exactly that. I'm going to stick on my false lashes from Kidley. This is in the number 505. After sticking my false eyelashes, I'm just going to fix my Sephora brown eyeliner just a little bit more. I'm going to whisk off any excess shadow fallout. Moving on to the cheeks, I'm using this gorgeous blush from Too Faced again. This is the Perfect Flush Blush in the shade Peach Beach. I'm using my MAC 116. I'm going to apply that to my cheeks and just drag it slightly to the temples of my forehead, because the girls seem to have a lot of shine going on the forehead. Next, I'm going to take my Inglot Face and Body Dust in the shade number 2. I'm going to apply that slightly over the eyeshadow Nylon and just a little bit on my brow bone as well. And using the same sparkling dust, I'm going to apply that to the areas of my face where light will reflect, which would be right here. By the way, this brush that I'm using is so handy. This one is from PAC. I think it's called Professional Artistry Cosmetics or something, and this is in the number 303. It's such a multi-purpose brush. I love it. Then I'm going to take my MAC Mineralized Skin Finish in the shade Semi Precious Crystal Pink. I'm going to apply that to the center of my nose. A little bit of my Cupid's bow. I'm going to clean my lips with a makeup wipe before applying lipstick. First, I'm going to line my lips with a soft pink lip liner. This is just a random brand. Then I'm going to apply this really glossy lip color from a brand called Acme. And this is called Lip Glow in the shade Rose Petal. I'm going to take just a little bit of that color. And then I'm going to go over that with this iridescent lip gloss from Protocol. And that finishes the makeup. So this is the final look. All the products that I've used in this video will be listed in the description bar below. I know that I fill up the description bar probably like a day or two after the video is uploaded. I've been really bad with that, but I promise to be a bit more prompt with it. That's all in this video, guys. If you've enjoyed it, please subscribe, like, thumbs up, share, and follow me on Instagram. It's at aishwarya.ajit, and I'll speak to you all really soon.